if I took a T67, an Eagle 7, and gave them some fun sexy time? I think this is what you would come up with. It is a new Tier 6 American premium tank destroyer, the T78. This vehicle project, using the chassis of the T-24 light tank, was proposed in July 1943. The vehicle was to feature the 90mm gun from the M36 tank destroyer. The US Armed Forces requested the completion of trials and improvements to the chassis before converting the vehicle to a tank destroyer, but the program was discontinued in August 1943 in spite of successful trials by the T-24 tank. No prototypes of this vehicle were built. But anyway, that's enough about that. Let's have a look at the stats for it in the game. With the 100% stock crew that you get with the vehicle, the average damage per shot is 240 hit points, and the average penetration is 160. That is a rate of fire of 7.54 rounds per minute, and a reload time of 7.96 seconds. The gun traverse speed is 20.86 degrees per second. It has 10 degrees of depression and 20 degrees of elevation, and an aiming time of 1.92 seconds. Has a dispersion of 0.36 at 100 meters, and the average damage per minute is 1,810. It has 600 hit points. It's got, well, little armour to speak of on the hull of 25mm at the front, 25 at the sides, and 19 at the rear. The turret has got 76mm at the front and 25 at the sides and the rear. It has a 550 horsepower engine and a top speed of 55 km/h forwards and 14 km/h backwards. It has a traverse speed of 31.29 degrees per second, and its camo value when stationary is 18.13%, and whilst on the move 10.89%, and it has a view range of 370 meters. So let's have a look at some gameplay. I find myself as top tier on the map of Steps, which is quite nice down here on the south side of the map, so I'm going to take myself up onto the obvious ridgeline and see if I can hit anything that our scouts are potentially going to spot. Now, it's worth noting that I'm going to take quite a lot of blind shots, and I don't mind doing that because these bushes where I'm firing at are obvious scouting points, and you never know, there might be something there. But that was my HE shell just in case there was the Type 64 in that scouting bush, but it didn't appear to be because there was a massive great splash. So I'll take another blind shot at another bush, but it looks like I hit the rock, and it doesn't matter because I can see that the Type 64 is over on the right hand side, and there's also a T67 over there, which is possibly the mother of this particular tank. A Ram 2 has come down the valley side, but I'm not too bothered about him at the moment. I thought I would go across and support, but a Hetzer has just finished off our T67. At the moment I have no shots on this Ram 2, but I think to myself, well, he's getting a lot close now. I'll go down and I'll see if I can take him out. Now, that would look like a blind shot to the rock just in front of me. It wasn't for me because I wasn't spotted, but our poor little Su-85 has just been finished off. We are 2-1 down. It's not particularly good. Plus, we've also only got 2 tanks down in the southwest corner, so I'm going to see what I can do with this Ram 2. Close the distance onto him, and auto aim onto him, and totally donk the shot and shoot the rock. But I got 51 spotting for him anyway, that's not too bad. I'll just roll back and wait for the shot. He bounces me for 75, and I was still using the rock for cover, and I'm just going to try as quickly as I can to get out of the way because they've got 2 SPGs, and I've just been hit by a T34 who is unspotted. He'll be down somewhere on the 2 line, no doubt, but I'm going to locate across to where the bulk of our forces are to see if I can get any shots in to these vehicles, but it doesn't look like it. So an AMX-40 has been seen on the 1 line, and we've only got 1 tank down there, which is our T34, and I know that the enemy T34 shot me, and yes, he's over there. He's now been spotted by our T34, so I'm just going to poke myself up the back here, just in case anything pushes a little bit closer, because there's, like I say, only that one tank there. And we seem to be holding our own on the 0 line. And because of that, I decide I'm going to go and help our T34 out, because well, he's now dead. The Type T34 has killed him, so it's only me at the moment going across to help. But the T34-85 is coming across with me now. He is going to be key towards the end of this game. I've only done 230 damage, but I've got 1 kill and we are 4-6 down now. So I can see the AMX-40 didn't get the shot on him because he got into cover quick enough. Depends where that Type T34 has gone. Now I'm just waiting to see if he's already got across. Oh, he's been spotted and killed by the T34-85. Now with the AMX-40 Duck being the only one there between me and the T34-85, I reckon we can take him out, because there's only the Type 58 spotted still on the enemy team. Oh, that was a blind fire from an SPG. There is the Duck, and we'll take an auto aim on him and totally miss him, but he's gone anyway. Our artillery is taking him out. That's good. While I'm down this way, I might as well carry on, even though we are 6-8 down. The Type 58's having a good game. He's now got 2 kills. An unspotted Excalibur has got 2 kills. And now our T40 is gone. However, the other T40 has now killed that Type 58, who was having a good game down that right hand side. Now, one thing I do like about this is it's got a decent amount of speed once you get up to it. Oh, an SPG. Looks like I hit a building with that shot. Not to worry. We'll just pre-aim while we've got a reload and we can finish him off for 190. Like in the video I said it was like a love child of an Eagle 7 and a T67. That's another SPG done. That's good. We are 9-11 down. But like I say, T34-85 is getting ahead of me and he's getting the spotting. Excalibur's been spotted, and also the Toaster, PZFL4. He's got 2 kills. There's the AT2. We'll just hold back and see if we can get a shot onto this Hetzer. So we fully aimed, wait for him, take the shot, and we don't hit him. Never mind, I'm sure our T34-85 will take him out, and yes, he does. That's 2 kills for him, 3 kills for me, but, well, okay, 11-12, I can cope with that. The Toaster's still going, but the Excelsior hasn't been spotted, and neither has another Hetzer, and they are starting to cap. Well, the speed of this is such that we can get ourselves manoeuvred around fairly quickly. But now there's 2 in the cap, so we are going to have to hightail it back along the valley in the middle, because there's now, like I say, there's 2 in cap, there's 30 seconds to go, and it is fairly rapid, it is quick enough, and I'm getting there quicker than the T34-85. I've loaded an HE shell of regardless of what is in the base, because it's tier 6 and I've got enough pen to be able to at least get a reset on whatever's in base, especially if it's that Toaster, the PZFL4. If I hit him with HE, I'm going to do a fair amount of damage to him. And there we go, he's only got 63 health, so I'd take an auto aim and finish him off, and I'd get a decent reset onto him, even though I've been spotted. And at the moment I'm focusing on this Excelsior. I get the shot in for 255 and I don't realise the Excalibur is behind me, and he's got a good rate of fire. He's already put 2 into me and he's put a 3rd into me. The T34-85 was focusing the Excelsior, but he falls back and turns his gun onto this Excalibur, puts a shot into him. I auto aim him, and because he put that shot in, I was able to finish him off. Now we're going to look back and see if we can get rid of this Excelsior. The T34-85 puts a good shot into him. 10 degrees of gun depression. Is it enough? Oh, just rock it back a bit, and we finish him off for 48. With all the cap points reduced, and there's just that unspotted Hetzer to find now. Now I'm only on 74 health, and he will finish me off if he spots me, but we don't know where he is. We don't know if he's been spotted, so I'm going to go back to the valley and see if I can get into the middle of the map, because in the middle of the map then I'll be able to see what is around and have a shot on pretty much anywhere, and hopefully our T3485 will spot him. He's got a decent turret armour enough. Oh, there he is, he's on full health. Mr. Happy Guy, he's hit the T3485. Take my time, aim it and take the shot, and that's it. 7 kills and the game is won. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Let's have a look at the endgame stats. So as you can see, it was a victory and I secured a first class medal, a Reaper, a Fire for Effect, a Percussi's medal for killing 2 SPGs, a Top Gun for killing at least 6 enemy vehicles, and a Defender. I grossed 42,192 credits. I got 6,816 experience because I must have done some form of mission, and I got 3 bonds. I wasn't quite top damage in the game. The Excalibur on the enemy team was, and he got the high caliber medal for that. But 1,336 damage and 7 kills, 857 base experience. And again, well played to the T3485 in helping me at the end of the game with 1,312 damage. Digging into the detailed report, like I said, I did fire quite a lot of blind shots and missed a few shots into dinked bushes and dinked rocks and everything else. So I fired 17. I hit 9 and penned 8 with 1 splash damage as well. That must have been with the HE shell on the PZFL4, I'm sure. So my total damage, 1,336 from a distance of more than 300 meters, was 197. So I wasn't sniping, or I didn't hit anything from a sniping distance. I received 5 hits, 4 that penetrated and 1 from that ram that bounced. I only spotted 2 vehicles, but I damaged the 7 and destroyed the 7. Damage with my assistance was 134, and I got 100 base defense points. And because it's quite nippy, and I think it is quite a nippy little tank, I travelled 4.04 kilometres. If I was running a standard account, I would have grossed 28,128 credits. Taking off the resupply, I would have netted 18,193 credit. But I'm running a premium account, so I grossed 42,192. Taking off the repair and resupply, I netted a total profit of 32,257. Not bad for a tier 6 premium, I suppose. And I was top tier. And I also had 4,219 added to my stock. Now for the medals I got, I received 3 bonds. And in terms of experience, my base experience was 857. I had 3,428 for completing a mission and another 257 with it being a premium. So my premium base experience was 1,286 with the 5,144 for the mission plus the 386 for the bonus. So total my EXP was 6,816. Is it worth it? Well, again, I say it with every single premium tank. It's your money. If you want it, you buy it. It is like the love child of a T67 and an Eagle 7. And to be honest, I really enjoy playing it. It's mobile when it gets there. It's got a decent gun. It's got a half decent rate of fire, and it stacks up well. And I haven't had too many problems penning tier 8s as long as you've got the right shot on them. There are certain tier 8 heavy tanks that you're just not going to get into, and you will have to resort to firing the odd premium shell into them. But I really enjoy the tank, and again, if you enjoy playing the T67, you will enjoy playing the T78, and it's one I would recommend getting, and if you want to do so, then feel free to go and get it. Anyway folks, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you later.